folks. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. Yeah, I'm back here in my backyard once again. I actually stayed in my tent last night. I got up there, went to bed about 10:30 or so, and I ended up waking up about 2 o'clock in the morning, realizing that I forgot to put something together with this in order to make it comfortable. So how you doing, Ground Fog? Glad you can make it. Yeah, what I forgot was forgot to put a sleeping pad under the tent, but on top of the cot that it sits on. This is the Light Fighter 1 military tent, single man tent. It is now set up a little bit more comfortable than last night because it got down to 40 degrees early this morning. And yeah, I was just my feet were toasty. My waist and chest were toasty, but my upper back and head started getting cold. So I tried to correct that. So I added a sleeping pad under there. So I should have more insulation from that air current underneath the tent. It is the sleeping pad that I end up using is a Thermarest military sleeping pad. Hopefully, if everything goes well, it'll be a lot warmer than it was last night. So that's what I've got going so far. I'm hoping that someone will show up in here besides me right now. But there's Ian, as you can see. What am I going to do with that?
Man, that's mine.
Well, I know that's yours. I can't do anything with it.
Not finding the,
He misplaced our roasting forks the other day, so we're going to try to find him. We're going to be roasting some cheesy brats over the campfire. I will be showing that off shortly. Right now, it is going to be, let's see if I can get that going with my phone here. Unplug it here before I can do this. I do not have a spare webcam or anything. How you doing, David? Glad you can make it. It is. I'm sitting here camping in my backyard. I'm sorry, I can't really show you. Yeah, it's right there. It's a Light Fighter 1. I'll be showing you. I showed people off yesterday. I did not get a chance to do much on the upgrades and stuff that I wanted to do to make sure my camping experience was comfortable. Now, right now, oh, we got one. That's good. We got a couple. Yeah, that's good. That'll work.
they're all small things.
Hey, it'll work. This one and this one.
This one's mine.
Well, actually, that might be a hot dog one. That's a hot dog one right there. So that's good. We're going to be roasting, like I said, some brats. Like I said, right now I'm going to be trying to join in here to do all this stuff. So this is get past all this. I am trying to enter here with my camera here, so bear with me, folks. Okay, let me do this. That might be a little bit better. Okay, now, this is my tent back here. This is, like I said, it's a Light Fighter 1. It's full, with exception of the cot. It's mostly. Oh, let me mute myself on here real quick. I don't know how I can do that. Oh, I'm trying to. I am terrible at this. I mean, I'm still learning how to do this system, so bear with me. Okay, I hope this worked. So I'm just going to be using the one through my my laptop, which I have set up here. So it's got a military cold weather sleeping bag system, which is like a negative 30-degree bag. And on underneath that, I got a military sleeping pad, Thermarest. And the tent itself is a Light Fighter 1, like I mentioned earlier. These are all thrifted items. Everything right there is all thrifted. Technically, everything I'm wearing is thrifted. This shirt, this hat, these shorts, except for my boots and my glasses. Yeah, so you might see a couple different views coming from me right now. So I'm doing my best right here, right now, to take care of everything. So, any questions so far? Sorry for the double vision, but I can't play really patty cake with myself quite yet. So, whatever. I was live for only about an hour and a half last night, and I didn't see anybody was going on live at 7. No, so I decided to pop in here, take over this one time slot, and I'm going to be showing off. I could show you real quick. Give me a second here. Yeah, that's our campfire. Not much to it. So, that's back of my house. I'll give you a quick tour of the abode here, so to speak. Oh, man, where's my freaking cane? I can't walk very well because I am restricted to walking with a cane. So, hence the what I've got right now. Sun is going down. Just trying to keep things copacetic. 1 second, folks. Yeah, this is. Have a seat here. Once again. Okay, now this is not much to it, as you can see. I got the full on, got the Gore-Tex bivy, the full leather bag, the troll bag. I'm adding 2 pillows later because I've got a knee problem, so I've got to make sure that I am supported with my knee. That got surgery in February. I am trying to make sure I get all my stuff out of the way before I don't stick myself in the head with my freaking hat. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Yes, I'm back in the tent once again. I added a layer of insulation on the bottom underneath here, so I should be a lot more comfortable. I stayed up here until about 2:30 in the morning. That's when the temperature dropped down to 40. My feet and most of my body was warm, but my shoulders got sticking out because I'm still not used to sleeping with a mummy bag. And sorry, I got to learn how to adjust my ankle here. If you can still hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear me. I'm running off my laptop mic because I don't have a separate mic for this. I do and I don't, but it would reverb really, really badly. But if everything goes well, I should be able to attempt this a second time tonight. We're going to be roasting brats here shortly. So that's going to be nice. Then I'm going to be here until I get too cold and I get too tired or too sore. One of those things. So if you guys have any questions about my setup, I will gladly give you guys a explanation of how much everything costs. I will say this, all said and told, I think I pay 10, 25, probably $45 for all. with sleeping bag and everything included. Cot, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, tent, all that. About $45. Say what, Rob? I am not a Wild West kind of guy, but I'm doing my best. So I'm trying to talk loud enough where you guys can hear me. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday. Okay, good to know. I mean, I'm short, so this thing barely fits me. I'm like, my head is hitting the roof right now. There's not much to it. It's got a gear loft right here, which I just tucked the screen in right for now, and it's all mesh. This could, like I was saying to on here my live last night, this thing can be a 4-season tent, but there's another additional liner which you got to add right here on the outside of this mesh, which would turn this into a 4-season tent. Oops, sorry, four, yeah, 4-season tent, like that. Yeah. Um, I did like watching Dr. Quinn. I always thought the actress was hot, but that's just me. But that was when I was younger, before I met my wife. Stability was actually pretty good. Look, it's solid. It straps down and on each corner, and it buckles, straps and buckles, and then it got some holes to tighten it up. I've got the rainfly. I'm not sure if I want you to see that, but in the front staked out, and also on the back staked out for vestibules. So I've got fairly large vestibules to put gear or what have you. I did store my boots inside the tent, and that helped out a lot. So, yeah, it worked out pretty good. Take a second here. Now, getting up and out of this thing is a little bit of a challenge with my knee being like it is. I got to throw some more wood on the fire. It's not the best wood because it's been sitting too long. But there's my fire. And no, it has not been going since last night. I had to restart it this afternoon. The cold actually came because I forgot to put in a sleeping pad between the cot and the tent itself. So while my legs and everything else was really toasty warm, I mean, I was barefoot in that sleeping bag. I was toasty. But I had to get up, go use the restroom, come back in. Once I got in, I just couldn't get myself situated where I can get my shoulders and stuff like that. So the upper parts of my shoulders started getting cold. So I'm hoping this time with the adjustments, I'm going to test it out tonight and try it again. I don't go get a chance to camp out much with my condition right now. And with me being sick on Friday and everything yesterday, I wasn't able to get out to the flea market this weekend, which really sucked. But I can understand my wife's feelings. She didn't like seeing me sick. And try to be sick and try to walk 20 some acres looking for stuff, not an option. So I'm going to do my best to get everything set up and all that other fun stuff. I may put up my camera a little bit over here, or I could just do this again and swap it around so you, sorry, fingers in the way, so you can see the campfire. So let me get my camera mount and get that set up. Then I can go get my wife and son and tell them the fire's ready before we can do our brats. Okay, I went the wrong freaking direction. It's over here. Yeah, that should be a lot better now. At least you get to see a fire. I got to plug my computer back in before it gets down too far. But right now, I think I'm doing pretty good. Give me a second here. I got to mute myself so I can call my wife and boy out here. Okay. I called him. I got our roasting forks right here. These are the telescopic ones. Nothing fancy. These got little grippies on them. You can see little fist bumps and stuff. Yeah, right now we're just gonna see how this goes. I've got a couple more big logs left that I can work with tonight, and hopefully it'll last a reasonable amount of time. It's not as smoky as it was yesterday, so that's always good. I used a lot of dry wood as much as I could, so that's good as well. Only thing I added on under my sleeping bag was the sleeping pad. Though I was considering adding a wool blanket under there, just because I've got a wool horse blanket that I want to try using. That's one I sleep with generally when I'm in the house. So if you guys give me a moment, I will be right back. I got to go get my wife and son, get them out here so we can start roasting some brats. And I'll probably try to bring out that sleeping pad, that blanket as well. I also had a long sleeve shirt. I do have my hoodie over there, but I'm basically with a change of clothes. I'm still basically wearing the same thing as I did yesterday, and I don't have socks on, so I didn't wear socks last night either. And my toes did not get cold in the slightest. But that's a negative 30-degree bag in there, and I stayed super warm. So 40 degrees was basically 70 degrees above its lowest rating. So it's like being in the tropics, pretty much. They were toasty, toasty, toasty. It's just that I'm not used to mummy bags because of my shoulders. So I've got to adjust myself for that. Now, I do plan on, when I go backpacking and stuff, I am going to be using the patrol bag along with the Gore-Tex shell with that to combine with my backpacking sleeping bag system. So that way I can have a more waterproof system for camping as well. But that would be sleeping more on the ground. But I will be right back. Please, I'll be right back. I wish I had commercials, but I don't. Sorry, it's going to take me a little bit because I don't walk very fast. Hey, hon. Okay. Okay, folks, I'm back. I just had to bring out some other additional stuff I wasn't planning on, like the brats and some plates and stuff. So, and keeping up with the Western theme that Rob was bringing up, the horse blanket. Hey, you made host. Oh, it's huge. This thing is. Let's see here how big I can get. Let's see. I'm 5'8", and that's on the ground right there, and it's over my head. It's about a 6-foot blanket, about 4.5 to 5 feet wide. I'll put that underneath my sleeping bag, so I can have some more padding, or well, at least insulation. But it kept really warm. I mean, the air temperature wasn't that bad inside the tent because my breath kept it warm in there. It's supposed to be warmer tonight, so it shouldn't get down into the 40s. But hopefully, since it didn't rain last night, you can see still blue, opaque skies, I guess. I should be a lot warmer than last night. But I'm going to be roasting a brat here shortly. So that's going to be something fun to do. I haven't had a brat in forever because I generally don't eat brats, but that's Jenny does. But I've got some plates, and I got my ketchup. She's going to have to go get her own condiments because I don't really feel like carrying everything but the kitchen sink when I only have one hand that I can do stuff with. If you want any other condiments other than ketchup, like relish or something, you may have to go get it, or mustard. I'm assuming you want two?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. These are the
Cheesy
cheddar smoked sausage. They're brats, basically, but you're going to be eating these. Take your plate, bud. Hand me another one, if you would, please. Let's set them right here. And yes, we are actually using camping tins because that's what we use generally around the house because they clean easier than regular plates and they're a lot more sturdier. As you see, Ian's already roasting his.
I'd rather than grilled.
Well, I know you like grilled, but the thing is, I don't feel like grilling. Rob says hi. He wants to know how you're doing. Hey, Took.
I'm doing good, Rob.
He's been a much help. He helped me with the firewood which is in the wagon and the stuff that it's in the fire pit. So I just broke a bunch of sticks up and put them in there to get it going. I didn't do anything fancy on starting the fire. I didn't use any camp fuel or anything like that. I just used some napkins and a trusty Bic lighter. So there's no need to be fancy when you're in your backyard. So I'm going to let Ian do his thing first, and then I'm going to go after mine. Though I may have to go in and get me a glass of milk because I don't drink sodas much anymore. Took, I'm glad to see you, brother. Glad you can make it. Yeah, this is that's my campfire, as you can see right there. I'll be showing my tent off again, which is a Light Fighter 1 military tent with cold weather sleeping system, the full system. So it's a negative 30 degrees sleep system with a military sleeping pad underneath the tent and on top of the cot it's sitting on. Now, the cot itself is a Walmart cot. It may not be the ideal setup for that tent, but it does work. It's solid. It doesn't rock. I got plenty of room. I mean, I could literally, when I'm sitting on the cot, I could sit up. My head hits
It's all one piece.
It's all one piece, yeah. So If I wanted to pick it off the ground, I just unsnap it from the legs and I just pick it up and put it on the ground. But I don't really want to do that right now, so I'm going to leave it as is. Because it's with my knee being what it is, it's easier for me to sit off the ground than on the ground. 17K, congrats. I'm at 1.05, I guess. I'm trying to go better. I'm trying to get more people, more things for people to see other than me sitting in my chair in the living room, which I've been at for the last year and a half or 2 years. And I got tired. I wanted to camp. So hence the campfire right there and stuff like that. I wish I had a better camera to use this with, but that's with my phone right now. And Ian's roasty toasty his brats. The buns should be back there, bud, right?
Yeah, they're behind you.
Okay. Jenny will be out shortly. She's in the middle of something, so she'll be back out when she's done.
In the restroom.
I didn't want to mention that on this live, bud.
No, I'm talking about the other. She's just not going to the bathroom. She's not.
Ian, don't talk about that kind of thing, especially when we're cooking. It's not polite.
She's just plucking her eyebrows.
Oh, she's tweezing her eyebrows? Okay. She's doing makeup things.
Again,
oh, by the way, for those people who do follow, may the 4th be with you. And I know tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th for those who also follow. My wife is a major Star Wars fan. The only thing I have my claim to fame for when it comes to Star Wars is that I got to see it when I was 11, when I first came out in theaters.
He's old.
I didn't say I wasn't. Now, I'm going to be doing mine here shortly here, bud. These are brand new, never been used.
Mine's been used.
We got these at the flea market, though. I mean, at the second.
From the person that couldn't make it to the gathering.
Oh, yeah, these were left behind it from the gathering. Okay. These are actually from Deb, I believe. Like I said, any questions you have, please feel free. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Oh, sounds like there it is. I'm sitting about 3 or 4 feet away from the fire.
Lazy.
Hey, if it reaches that far, can you blame me?
Yes.
Why can you blame me?
Because it's what I said is true.
You said, oh, okay. I thought you said 17K. I'm sorry, you said T7K. I thought you said 17K. Okay. How you doing, Daniel? How you doing, Tiffany? Glad you can make it. It is Revenge of the Sith there right now, isn't it, Rob? I misread it there, Daniel. I am cooking brats right at the moment. I don't know if I can eat 2, but I'm at least give it a shot. If not, I know someone who's going to eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. He's re-roasting one of his.
It didn't get properly cooked.
Well, you're going to let it go until it starts sizzling.
And plus, it was already cold by the time I came back out.
Well, you took your time. Well, I've got a spot right next to me here, dude. You're more than welcome to join me. I got a pile of firewood back there by the shed. I got your tent here, so you know where you can camp out in my backyard with me. You're more than welcome to do so. Hey, Cage, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it again. I'm going to be definitely roasting this one a little bit, on the burnt side. As I've been saying, folks, the link for the if you want to join me up here, is in the chat. Hopefully that will get you up here if you want to do that. I was, by the way, when I read that comment by you, Daniel, I was on the Talk Studio side. I didn't have my YouTube popped out yet. Stealing my fire.
You got a problem with that?
Oh, I could feel it through the telescopic parts, but it's starting to sizzle. Yep, it's starting to sizzle. That's good. Good news. Yeah, my local campground is now incommunicado to me because of what they did. So I will never camp there again.
You never camped there in the first place?
We did.
When?
When you were little.
Oh.
Well, like I said, come join my campfire if you want to join me. It's not much to it. Plain, simple. Roasting a brat to my best of my ability. I don't care if it's got ashes on it because it's carbon. I don't care. But with the way my appetite's been, I probably won't be able to eat much anyway. Actually, I only got cold a little bit when I got up to go to the bathroom and then went back in. I couldn't get my sleeping bag around my shoulders properly. So I added a military sleeping pad underneath the tent, but on top of the cot so it doesn't slide around. So I should be a lot more insulated than I was last night. It's not supposed to get as cold here tonight, but I am going to test that out tonight. So after my live, I'll be camping out here again in my tent. So my toe, I was barefoot in my tent, in my sleeping bag, and that cold weather sleeping bag did what it's rated to do. I had never been so toasty with my feet in my life. Yeah, I understand, Hook. I plan to get the cold weather liner for this tent here because it has one, but it's $165 and I can't afford that. If I can find a way to get it, I will definitely add that and plan a winter trip in this tent. Now, I may have to do it with a cot instead of on the ground, but I have to wait and see how that works out because I've got some other stuff I want to try to go with that too. Well, I think I got that one just a little bit overdone. But I'm going to do the other side just a little bit more just because I need to. It's a light fighter one army tent or military tent. I'm not sure if it's Marines or Army, but it's a 3 to 4 season tent. But I don't have the liner to make it a 4 season tent. Well, I definitely have a yard, as you can see. Oh, here comes Jenny and Macus. Love, if you want, I can give you. I didn't bring out the relish or the mustard.
That's okay. I can get them from in there.
But there's a roasting stick right there. There's the brats. Can you hand me a bun, please? I can give you my roasting stick for now. I don't know if I'm going to eat two, but I'm going to give it a shot. I've got one already out if you want to use that one. Give me a second here. It's not cooked yet, but
Oh yeah, very good.
my bun fell apart. Ooh, here you go. Oh, you got one? Okay. Okay. She can't see you, but you can say hi to her. She's here. She can hear you. She can't really exactly hear you, but yeah.
Hello.
It's actually pretty decent weather out here today. Jenny has not been 100%. She may have caught what I had the other day.
I probably gave it to you, and you gave it right back to me.
Probably.
I guess what you doing?
He's out there enjoying the backyard.
Hey, don't run off too far.
Macus, come here.
Yep, he's there for something. Oh, he's going to the front door.
Front door. Daniel says hi.
Hello.
These aren't bad. I mean, I should have brought myself some up. There's a plate out here too. I can get a plate right there.
Right.
I forgot to grab stuff to drink, so that's okay. I've been having that tea I've been getting, that sweet tea.
That gold peak tea.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's not too sweet for me and everything, so I'm doing okay with that. That between that and Gatorade.
And it's made with real sugar.
Yeah, there you go. And Cage says hi, and Rob says hi, and
Hello.
Took says hi. I've got my phone pointed out the fire so they can see you. Excuse me. Should have brought some water.
Want me to grab you a glass of water?
I'm not sure if I want water or milk, to be honest.
Good freeze.
We should make some sun tea.
Yep.
Because sun tea sounds good right now. Oh, Rob wants to know, what number do we have to roll to get Ian to do cartwheels? That number does not exist on that die.
Nope.
You'd have to roll 100 on a four-sided die, which is not going to happen.
Can they see Macus?
Well, Mac. Nope.
Nope, he wants to go back and see. I think mine's done anyway.
He's trying to let himself in.
Hold on, buddy. I'll get there. I need a plate.
Oh, sorry. Show me your brat there, hon. Just put it in front of the. Careful. You falling on the fire is not part of the plan.
Yeah, I've already done it once.
Yep, that's her brat, all cooked up.
Okay, buddy. Hold on.
Macus, come here. Come here, bud. Mac, come here.
Did he even get two?
Yeah, he got two.
Might come out and get another one.
Oh, here comes Mac. They can see him.
Here he is.
Like I said there, Rob, there's no number you can roll to get Ian to do cartwheels.
He's not a cartwheel kind of guy.
He never was.
All right, I'm coming, buddy.
Yeah, if you could bring me something to drink on, I'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. I generally don't eat much anymore, so. But as of yesterday, just for you guys' information, I am down to 245 pounds. So that is down a grand total of a little over 71 pounds, down from 317 as of last year. So I am down quite a bit. I am a third. I'm about a third of the weight I used to be. This used to be tight. So we kind of grilled out twice. Thank you. Thank you, my love. He's been out there for a while, hun. Is one gonna be enough for you, love? Because I mean, I don't think I can eat more than one myself.
I might get another one.
Okay. Maybe you can sit next to me when you do this next time. And the only reason I'm wearing my stocking cap instead of my regular one is because I don't like my ears getting cold. But other than that, I mean, I just want to hang out with you guys, see what you guys are doing, that kind of thing. Anybody has any questions about my gear? Everything I literally am wearing with, except for my boots and my glasses, and this was a gift, was thrifted. My camera stands, both of these. My table, which is my computer sitting on. My computer was free. Cane was a gift from Jenny. And these were free from the gathering a few years ago. He's not a bard. Now, if you want to start talking D&D, brother, then we can start going down that rabbit hole, but it does get quite deep because I started there in the beginning. In the beginning, there was only 4 classes. And there was... Actually, the cold doesn't affect me as much as I thought it would. It actually feels nice. I may have to get some more ibuprofen before I go to bed. If Jenny comes out, I'll ask her to bring me some ibuprofen. Normally I would have my bag here to use, but the thing is, I don't need a bag out here because, I mean, everything's out there in the house, and that's not too far away. Let me get this fire going a little bit more here. Bring on the fire poker. I've always been lucky, Took, about my thrifting. If anybody, you can just ask anybody who's regular on my channels. They can pretty much tell you that I am freakishly lucky on the items that I find. I have no way of explaining it. I don't understand why that I find the things I find, and they're quality items. It's just not quality price. I mean, that is a $475 to $500 tent right there, and I paid less than $10 for that. The cot itself was $15. The sleeping bag was $9. The sleeping pad, I believe, was $20. Bought it on Amazon. I guess it was secondhand used. Like $3 each for my phone stands. Yeah. The table I'm sitting on, free, curb fine. I find tent stakes too. I did replace the stakes that came with that one because I only had a couple of the actual stakes that came with. But I like the ones I've got. I didn't. I've only got 2 stakes in that one, and that's just to hold the vestibules out, away from the tent. And I didn't get any dew in there or anything like that. No condensation whatsoever. with it being mostly mesh and everything, in my opinion, if anybody knows what the big Agnes Copper Spurt 2 tent is like, this is just like a mini version of that, but military version. And like I said earlier, I don't have the one liner I need that would make it a 4-season tent. I wish I did, but that's on my wish list. I've found dromedary bags. I've found, let's see, what else have I found? Multiple tents, bivy bags, so many tarps, it's ridiculous. Mess kits, MSR kits. With my boy a couple weekends ago, we found a MSR Whisper Light International for $20. And then about a week before that, I found another Whisper Light International for $70, which I purchased. I purchased the first one. He bought the second one. And SD Mountain Man has got it because I found it all the way up in South Dakota. So he's going to be looking at that one for me. I've been to one thief, but I didn't really care for their items. We used to have Army surplus stores here, but they don't have anything like that available. We have things like the Goodwill Outlet Center. We have Salvation Army. We have the DAV thrift stores. We have some secondhand stores. We have some other church thrift stores in the area. All in about a 50 to 75 mile range from my house. A lot of them are in the Des Moines area, but I get lucky and find them here mostly. I mean, I found the tent and the at the DAV thrift store. My big Agnes, I also found at the same thrift store, DAV thrift store. All the tarps that I own are from the DAV thrift store. I worked there for 3 months last year temporarily because they didn't have light duty for me at work. It does not have a stovepipe hole. No stovepipes in any of my gear. Oh, it looks like Jenny's coming out for a second one. Hey, love, when you come back out again, if you could, bring me some ibuprofen. Okay. They're asking me about my gear and where I get it and that kind of thing. Because it's not common where I live to find stuff like that. Now, I do have something somebody might recognize that I picked up at the same place I picked up the cot and the sleeping bag here in town. Yes, anybody knows what it is, put it in the chat. Actually found 2 of these. And I paid $2.99 for this. Should I bell you, hon?
No.
Nothing wrong with U.S. military stuff there, Rob. No, that is a bear bell. If anybody knows what those are. They're mostly for backpackers and stuff like that. But the odds of finding backpacking gear like this, it's just the same as when I found that cold weather sleeping bag. It just shows up. I also have a Pathfinder water bottle too. The stainless steel one. Yeah, I know. The only reason I picked them up because when I finally get a chance to go back up to Yellow River to go backpacking without my wife scowling at me for going out there and doing it again, I found out.
Scowl at you for going out there and doing it.
Well,
it's kind of dumb when you got an under knee.
I'm working on it, love. You know that.
I know.
You could probably use it for night fishing if you wanted to. Oh, I've got several army wool blankets. My wife, oh, you saved it. Saved.
Yeah,
She didn't drop it.
I'm gonna drop it.
Well, I could have lent you this one, hon.
No, I didn't have the hot dog on there secure enough.
See? It's for s'mores or something. I have no idea. I'm not sure. How many more army blankets do I have? 2 or 3?
I lost count.
Well, you got my civil defense blanket.
Yep.
She stole my civil defense blanket I found.
No, you gave it to me. There's a difference.
No, I asked you which one you want.
You stole my horse blanket.
Yes, I did.
So,
Hey, by the way, Rob
you're
likes it.
Going on about stealing people's stuff.
You know who the worst culprit is? Ian.
All right, I'll go get you your Avery cookie.
Is there anything? I mean, I don't plan on eating any more, hun.
Okay.
I could pack it up as much as I can. I got a bag
Actually,
like
I
that.
was thinking about chopping that one up and giving it to the kitties.
Do you want to cook it first, though? I know I can't eat much, but I would wait for it to cool down, though.
Well, yeah.
Careful.
Damn it.
You want to use mine?
Yeah, I just burnt my finger on that.
Goodness. Yeah, I don't usually go to birth. I mean, I've gone to several military surplus sites, but I don't trust some of them because last time I tried to order, like say, a case of MREs, I ended up with an empty box. Yeah, I got mailed an empty box. The U.S. military ones are better than the ones you get there, Rob. Oh, Rob says, Jenny, cook the foods. You might get a catering XP boost.
Hi.
She doesn't need a boost because she's already got awards in baking already, state level stuff. She's an amazing baker. I do blame my previous weight a lot on her cooking. But in a good way, because I was very happy when I ate it. As you already know, her meatloaf is to die for. I don't have a wool canvas blanket, but this wool blanket here is going to be going underneath my sleeping bag just because I want some extra things. He's like he wanting food, but we're not feeding him. It's not our job.
Not our puppy dog.
He's not our puppy dog. We don't have any puppy dogs.
Macusson kills.
That's true there, Rob.
All right. I will bring you your puppy.
Okay. Thank you, my love. Now, it is starting to get a little chilly here. It's running about, let's see, what's the temperature? I have no idea what the temperature is right now. But it's getting cold. Let me see here. As of right now, it's 67 degrees. It got up to 70 today. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'll pack the stuff up and take it in.
Thank you, my love. I'll put this in my tent for now.
Okay.
Did you see what nitrogen is in there now? I added a sleeping pad underneath all that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Very comfy. Okay, that's good. Woo. Okay, love you. Well, if I get cold, I'm gonna put on my hoodie next. I'm in shorts right now. My legs don't feel cold at all. It's not exactly sunny because the sun's going down. We're at sunset right now. The temperature, I can feel the temperature dropping though, and the more I can feel the dew starting to settle in the grass. We have an overabundance of dandelions at the moment. But if I get a little colder, I just wrap this around my shoulders, and that makes a big difference. And the only thing I'll probably do is end up going into the house with cleaning up my mess, getting all these forks cleaned up and everything else, throwing another log on the fire. Looks like I might need to start doing real quick. If you give me a second, I am going to do that. I'm going to put another log right there. There we go. It's not as smoky as it was yesterday, and very little wind, so we don't get a lot of. I was getting really smoked out yesterday. Well, I was wearing uniforms, oh man, off and on since 1987. And of various kinds, from starting off with the old-fashioned fatigues and working my way up to BDUs and stuff like that until I got out in 2003. Thank you. Now, the fire pit is an old friend that I've owned for years. The stand is actually a curb find that collapses flat. It also has a cage that goes over it with a ring on top. So there's that too. The fact that the fire's going pretty decent, I'm pretty happy about that. I've got one log left, but the logs that are in that, should last me for a couple hours at least. These are well-seasoned logs. I'd offer you guys a beer or whatever, but I don't drink. But I do have. Nope, I'm out of brats. We ate the last of the burgers last night, so no more grilled burgers. But if you guys want to come out and hang out, you're more than welcome to. We do have a popcorn popper, so we can probably roast some popcorn. But I don't do a lot of popcorn nowadays. It sounds like my phone's lagging a little bit. How you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Now, the link for the chat is over there, up at the top of the chat. If you were interested in joining me up here, I am basically enjoying a campfire in my backyard. I'm wrapped up in my horse blanket because it's just nice and comfy. I'll be sleeping in a Light Fighter 1 tent. Brother, I bet you understand those tents. So, Eddie, glad you can make it, brother. This is day 2 of me camping out in this thing. Last night was mostly warm because my sleep system did its job, except that I am not comfortable with mummy bags. I understand them, but I'm not comfortable with them. But my feet were toasty the entire night. Didn't get cold once. But I forgot to put my sleeping pad on top of my cot, but below my tent to keep the insulated properties up. So I get to try it out again. I am going to fold this up and put this underneath my sleeping bag, just as a little added insulation. Hopefully I could sit in that tent, hang out on my phone, whatever, later. So I could just chill. I do got to go get a couple of sleep pillows for my knee. But other than that, that's all I really need. But this is my campfire. You're more than welcome to join me. So this is Colan's campfire chat, if you want to call it that. The dog you see or you hear is like a Labradoodle mix that is really excited. I think he sees a cat. Now, like I was saying earlier, one of my current finds is a couple of these bear bells. This is by Silverfoot. These normally go for $10 a piece. These are the older models because the newer models have the locking mechanism. These are the spring-loaded ones. They're generally $10 a piece. I paid $3 for two, each for two. It's not a Hudson Bay blanket. This one here is just a general horse blanket. We probably paid about $20 for this one at a thrift shop somewhere. I can't remember which. We have multiple of these, and this just happens to be the biggest one. Jenny stole my civil defense blanket, wool blanket, so I stole this. But it is very comfortable. It is very warm. My shoulders were, I could have just put my hoodie on, but this is more comfy. And this thing is wool, so it will keep my butt warm. I think it is a fair trade. So I'm going to do my best to keep you guys engaged and trying. You guys have any questions about the gear that I find, or what I do to look for the gear that I find? Please feel free to ask. I'm willing to answer any and all questions. Hush. Shh. Lay down. You heard me. Sit. 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 Puppy, sit. I know you're excited, but you need to sit down. Now, I can't tell you the monetary value of all the stuff I found last year alone, but I do know it was probably in the thousands. It depends on what you're looking for, because you got to pay for shipping, and that's one thing I don't like having to do. I'm willing to spend a little gas money to go look around a bit, and you got to be diligent. And you don't need, go buy a place. You say, oh, that may not have anything, just because you don't know. Inventory changes daily in some places, and you never know who's going to donate stuff. Yeah, with the shipping and everything now, Rob, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get stuff over to England from here. Um, I get luck. I mean, I've never paid full. I don't like paying full price for stuff, so I generally don't look for stuff like that, with the exception of trying to get in some MREs, which I've never been able to get some decent ones because the last time I ordered some, like I said, my box came a brand new box, fully paid out for. I end up getting an empty box. Now I did contact them. They did give me a full refund, but that didn't do much for me getting my MREs. So I didn't, and he's basically the main guy who sells MREs in the United States. But I have looked at the Army Navy surplus store. If you give me a second here, I'll give you the link. They've got some really nice stuff there. If you give me a second. Army Navy Outdoors. Please forgive me. Here's the link. They've got some good deals there. They did have the winterization kit there at one time. I don't think they have it now. I don't think they have it right now because it's hard to find. But they have all kinds of things from headwear, footwear, outerwear, different type of collections, food, apparel, that kind of thing. They got bibby stuff. I really hope they have what I'm looking for because, I mean, it was there last time I checked, but it's been a while. Yeah, it's the Light Fighter 1 cold weather kit is what I've been looking for. So they have it on eBay, but it's like for $165 plus shipping. I've actually gotten some decent gear from, the last backpack I bought was actually off the TikTok shop, but it's also on Amazon. Now, is there room for improvement with the bag? Yes. I plan on doing some modifications to it to make it more efficient, but that's down the road. Are you leaving there, Rob, or are you staying? What's the deal with the cheers? I was not happy, Took, about the MREs. You're welcome. They've got some good gear on that Army Navy Outdoors. I haven't really bought much there from them, I don't think. I could double check. Let me sign in here real quick. Nope, I have not made any orders from them right now. So I just like looking at their gear and that kind of thing. Oh, you're welcome there, Rob. I haven't been there. I mean, I've been looking at their stuff for a bit. Um, I like the fact that they got P38s and P51s. I carry P38 with me everywhere I go. Can't tell you where I found it because I don't remember. Um, but yeah, now I just need to get my blanket pin and I can just pin it up like that. Then then I'll have me a cold weather poncho. Oh, man, ow. I'll probably be going for another 45 minutes, folks, due to the fact that it's getting colder out here, obviously. But I'm warm right now. I'm warm enough. I just got to throw on my coat if I need to. I don't do smoke, so yeah. This is just, I mean, I have military watch caps and stuff like that. I think one's in the truck. I just got to figure out where it's at. It's got my name on the patch. Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, brother? The camping vibes are good. As you can see, I got a campfire right there. You can see right in the next video. Um, this is day 2 of the overnight camp out. I'm going to be staying in this tent right here for the second night. I did some improving on it. I'm going to be added another improvement once I add this underneath my sleeping bag. I still got to go back in the house and grab my pillows for my knees, mostly. But I have my battery pack in case once I get my done here for the live, I'll be able to play on my phone, whatever, chat, whatever. I don't have a GoPro I can put out here to have a full-on fire watch, unfortunately. But this fire should last me a couple hours still. That's the reason why I didn't go to the flea market this weekend, because I think that's what happened to me. I end up having a 99.9 degree temperature on Friday morning, and that pretty much put a stopper on me going out and visiting the flea markets this weekend. Okay, well, welcome back there, Daniel. Welcome back, Tiffany. I will let you know, Big Mike, that I do plan on doing a sort of get together, possibly in August. I can't guarantee anything right yet. It's still in the planning stages. It's going to be at the Watcher County Flea Market is where we're going to be hanging out at. We're going to be camping at the Lake Belvedere campground. If we can get a decent enough camp spot for a bunch of tent campers and stuff, I think we can have a lot of fun invading a 20-acre flea market and going nuts and see what kind of trouble we can get into. See what kind of gear we can find. Who can find the best finds, that whatever that is, Give me a second. I got to poke the fire. Cane first. Okay. It's good to know. Just send me a notification, Rob, before I can be there to watch it. I haven't done a good pocket dump in a while. I've been watching. Who have I been watching? Wilton Carey. He's been doing a lot of pocket dump stuff. I'm watching his stuff. Well, good luck on that one there, Mike. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Well, you may have to change your mind there, Took. You cannot go wrong by flea markets because the best thing I know about flea markets, which is better than secondhand stores and like Goodwill and Salvation Army and stuff like that, or even Army surplus stores, you can haggle. Just because someone says this is the price doesn't mean you can offer them a lower price and try to get a better price for yourself. So know what you're looking for, but realize this: not everybody's looking for the stuff you are. Okay? Because keep an eye out for the things you like and just stick to it. I like archery gear. I like backpacking gear. I love bushcraft gear, which is why I get all this stuff. And don't be afraid to talk to people. Ian talked to a person down bulb, which normally would cost about $30-$40, down to $5 because they had it strung wrong for a little bit. Okay, Took. I just had my knee replaced. I'm walking around with a cane. I am exactly the same boat you are. I am still going for physical therapy. I could barely make it across my yard. I'm working on it, though. I'm doing physical therapy twice a week. I'm riding a bicycle 5 times a week, stationary bike at my physical therapist. But I am doing my best. Oh, I know. That's the whole point. I was hoping to be able to do all the walking because I did it before the surgery. I was able to do it, but not very fast. Because that's one thing I don't plan on. Speed is not of importance. Because if you go too fast, you miss something. Give me a second here. I got to adjust. I'm Batman. There we go. All right. I'm Cody Lundeen, whatever you want to call me, because I got my horse blanket and I am toasty under here. I think everybody has some kind of mobility issues. See, what time is it here? Okay, yeah. I'm going to try to go to 9 o'clock if I can make it that far. And then we'll go. Now I'll be calling it after that. That'll be my time, folks. It's only 8:21 now, so we got plenty of time. Another 39 minutes. Way to go there, Mike. Now, if anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And you can join me in my campfire. I am going to be poking this fire multiple times through the nights and stuff like that. It looks like this thing was infested with ants, carpenter ants, and they're not really happy about it. So they're going to be roasty toasty themselves. Well, that's okay if your tablet won't allow it. Oh, that's cool. Getting some tanned hides is always cool. Now, I'm showing 4 people here. If you're still listening but not saying much, please put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you're here. If there's anything else you guys want to ask, find out, questions, comments, whatever. Oh, please Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get a lot of new people out here because I've been stuck in that house for way too long, and I'm trying to get myself back out here. I'm under a sky. I'm going to be in a tent, so I'm going to do my best as I can for this. I'm going to be here for you guys. Eddie, updates, brother. How you doing? How you been? What's new? What's new, Buckaroo? Okay, we got English, we got Greek, we got Spanish. How's the mobility thing? Oh, congrats. I'm still off work and will be for quite a while. Well, I'm sorry to hear about. I can't do anything about that either, brother. Oh, I can understand that. You should have seen me put this thing together. I took me over an hour to get this thing set up, and I still didn't get it quite right. So because I forgot the sleeping pad and stuff, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to do better. Give me a moment here. I'm going to adjust that fire a little bit better. Let's see what I can do without burning myself. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what's up with my phone lagging here. Shouldn't be doing that. Isn't your boss Tiffany? I got to get myself resituated here with my blanket here. This thing is super huge, folks. Just saying. Like I said, I should be getting my blanket pinned out and just pin it up like right here. I haven't seen my boss in over 2 years, almost a year and a half to 2 years. So you guys tell me how you like the smoke in your eyes. Yesterday was in my eyes. Today, not so much. Yep. We need, everybody needs to inspect their gear at least once a year, get it out, shake it out, make sure everything's in satisfactory condition. Don't forget, you can re-waterproof your tents and gear every year if you want to. Some people say, oh, you don't have to go that much. I'd rather myself once a year, that rain or shine. Well, not rain, obviously, but once a year, no matter what, waterproof your gear. It's better to be safe than sorry, go a little bit overboard, but do it on a nice day, no rain. Okay, cool. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate it. I look forward to using it when you're finally done with it. You guys can't see it, but the big log I put on there had some termites on it or carpenter ants or something, and they're getting roasted. You can hear them pop when they hit the coals. I'm not sure why it's lagging like it is, but it is lagging a little bit. It wasn't lagging yesterday, so I'm not sure what's going on. Yep, like Rice Krispies. Now, how many people here actually inspect their gear more than once a year? Possibly you might need something like that. Um, I like oh man, what's a good color? Like a mahogany color, I guess. That's what I usually like on my arrows anyway. And like or a rosewood kind of thing. I like bow colors mostly. No, I've got a really nice U recurve that's just more of a blonde color, but I've got some really nice rosewood color stuff that's really nice. I got a quick question for you about your go bags. Do you carry a flash drive with all your important documents in it on a flash drive? Because most people forget to do that more often than you think, or at least hard copies of your important information like insurance, IDs, uh, medical records, anything like that, medications lists. Good idea, Rob. Good job. The North Face just assaulted your vision. Now, I always make sure inspect your first aid kits on the regular because I was watching an episode of it was a medical show. Please don't ask me which one, but they ordered something and they went to go use it, and it turned out they couldn't use it because the glue or adhesive or something like that had dried up or evaporated. So inspect your stuff regularly. Leukotape is your friend. It does substitute for bandages in the long run. It's easier to carry, along with moleskin. I don't carry a lot of tourniquets because I don't feel that's going to be a necessary need unless bullets are flying, or you're going to be in some kind of snake infested area. Good. Well, you need more than just the videos, though, Took, because I was talking to my sister about a month or so ago, and she was asking me explain to her what a bug out bag was, and I had to put it in terms that she understood, which made something click. So I had an epiphany that most people's go bags get out of 72-hour bags, whatever. They don't have insurance information. They don't have your medical records. They don't, or your medications list. They don't have your vehicle registrations. They don't have marriage certificates, IDs, anything like that. Proof of ID, proof of anything like that. If you have them on hard copies, great. If you don't, digitize them, protect them in a Faraday bag, on a solid state drive of some kind, and some way to show it or read it or whatever. That way you always have copies of the important paperwork wherever you may go. You got to call around for the disposable stuff there, Rob, because some recycling centers won't take it. Some do. Talk to a military installation if it's that bad, or your local police department. But you really don't want to go that route. They might flag you as somebody weird. Not that there's nothing wrong with being weird. It's just they're going to try to figure out why you have all that crap. It's not crap to us, but it's crap to them. Rob he just commented right before you there, Daniel. Oh, good battery packs are really good to find. This is an Anchor, really nice little 20,000 milliamp battery. It comes with its own built-in charger and stuff like that, which is really nice. I'm getting ready to turn on a light. Woohoo! I think it's a little bright. I'm gonna turn it down. Turn my camera just a little bit to stop the flare up from my light. I've got two of these lights right here. So one's just a little one that's sitting on the table right there to give me a little bit more light on my face so you guys can see me better. That's true. It's good. Yep. Unless you live near a waste disposal place that does hazardous waste stuff, they do that. We have a place called Internet State Batteries. You can turn stuff in like that to if you have a busted or dead batteries or stuff like that. Those are always good to recycle. Well, you don't necessarily need to shred your information there, Took, unless it comes to that type of situation. But I was thinking more like deeds to properties. That way people say, why are you here? This is my house. You have a deed to show that you own the house. Or this is my car. This is, so forth and so on. But having your medical records, such as your prescription for your glasses, a prescription for your medication. I have to take heart medication every day. So that is part of my medical records that you might want to keep handy. If you don't have a hard copy of it, also of your allergies as well, because you never know when you might have an issue with that. Oh, I can understand that, Rob. But $30,000 of climbing equipment? Unless they think you're a second story guy, I have no idea what to tell you on that one there. I'm trying to keep them on the chat, guys, but you guys are going really fast. We got 7 people here now. Exactly, Rob. 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is better than 2. And if you have a significant other, they would have a copy, you would have a copy, and then you would have a third copy. Now, for safety harnesses and stuff like that, while they do have an expiration date, depending on what you're using it for, unless it's an actual like climbing setup for like climbing down cliffs and stuff like that. I don't know much about that, so I can't answer that one. I've only rappelled a few times, and I've never been a fan about doing it again. No, I have not heard anything about that one, Daniel. Though that's a good idea to have something like that in your kit if you are allergic to bees or anything for your allergies. I'm allergic to peanuts and mushrooms, so nuts and mushrooms. So I have to be careful about stuff like that, which would be in my medical records, as well as my heart medication. But as long as I have aspirin, I'm good for the most part. And with my weight dropping down, that's even better. Just because your old life was a construction worker took doesn't mean you're not still a construction worker. The skills are there. They're just not as functional as they used to be. I used to be an Army medic for 12 years, EMT for longer. And while I don't use them anymore, I still have them. Now they may be considered out of date to now, you know, the updates in the last 20 some years, but I considered myself highly competent in what I used to do until the stress and the politics got to me. Oh, I understand about the spirit is willing. Right now, my spirit is rip roaring to go. The body is not so much. Exactly, Daniel. Wow, I'm up to 9. Who's all here? Please chime in. Like, why am I getting more people in? I'm like, wow. Sorry about the blinding on the glasses. I wasn't trying to blind anybody, but I'll try to keep my eyes down for you guys don't get blinded. Yeah, I'm not used to having a light over here. And no, it's not one of those TikTok lights. This is a little thing. I usually have a diffuser on it, but I can't find it right now. It's in my truck. Thank you there, Eddie. I really appreciate it. Please introduce yourself, and please don't forget to like and share. I would really appreciate it. Your like and shares will definitely help me out. I am not what you call a big channel, but I will do my best to be loyal to you guys. If you're loyal to me, I will definitely do my damnedest to be loyal to you. And I will do my best to help each and every one of you to be the best you can be. I am a thrifter. I am an archer. I'm an archery instructor. I am an EMT. I'm a guy with one busted up knee, but I'm doing okay. I'm a backpacker. I am not a fisherman, even though I fish. You'll never hear me call myself that. But I like to fish. I will be doing a bug out bag giveaway sometime soon, but I can't guarantee when, because I was supposed to get the gear for that this weekend, and that kind of fell through due to me getting sick and not being able to leave the house. So I'm going to try to build one out of my thrifting gear and see what you guys think, and you guys tell me if it's worth a giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls hailing from the wet nation of Great Britain, it's Rob. I was a pretty good announcer. But I am Colin Kincaid from Clan Kincaid, in the house of Kincaid right there. And I'm in my backyard, camping in front of a campfire. It's slowly, smoldering right now. I don't know if I can get some more flames out of this thing or not, but I'm going to give it a shot. But I'm going to try. I may have to throw in another log. I don't have any smaller logs, unfortunately. That is true. Hey, I am going to do my best by you guys and myself, because paying it forward is the best way to go. I mean, I've been blessed with an ability to find stuff for a reasonably small price and quality stuff as well. So my thing is that once I get things together and a little bit more organized, I plan on doing a decent bug out bag giveaway. I can't tell you what's all going to be in it. Well, you guys will definitely know. You guys will tell me if this is what you want to see. But I have a bag put together that has the bag itself, a knife, tarp, flashlight, mess kit, and a couple other items. But you guys are going to have to wait and see. I call you Big Mike. Bruno is an old friend of mine. A very good, close friend of mine. We've been friends for over 20 years. And I'm also his model. He is a photographer extraordinaire. And yes, he does have pictures of me in my kilt for his photography class. He needed a model. I became a model. When I was much heavier than this, surprisingly enough. I've also been a comic book character. I've been a fantasy story character. Whoa. Something just buzzed me. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. I may have to put my hoodie on. Who's Tony? But you guys call me Colin, call me your friend, call me brother. I'm good. We're going to be doing right. Don't call him Dave. Dave's not here right now. I don't know. Do we have a Dave? I don't know if my community has a Dave. Unless you want to be called Dave, feel free. We got two Robs. We've got two Jasons. We have a Daniel and a Dan. We have three Jasons. We got three Jasons and a few others. I know Dave's not here. He's down in Florida somewhere there, Took. No, Mike, you got my pictures, remember? From college. Give me a second here, folks. I'm going to put my hoodie on. Like I said, I was buzzed by something big and it sounded like and I don't want anything getting in my ear or my hair or whatever. And it does not feel like something I want to have in my hair. There we go. There we go. That's better. Nothing's going to buzz my ears now. I love chicken chomp. Now, the only thing the bug out bag I'm planning on giving away will not have food or anything flammable or anything like that. It will have a ferro rod in it. Or it does have a ferro rod in it. I just remembered that. It's not a new one. It is used, but it is a decent ferro rod. So I'll make sure that I'm going to throw in a space blanket. I'm going to throw in a couple other things. Maybe a plastic poncho. So if I can get some cordage to go in there, I'll throw that in there too. I may or may not have a paracord bracelet to go in there. Don't know yet. I'm working on it. Oh, no, definitely not a bat. Definitely not a bird. This one went, the wings were buzzing like a bug. A big one. Like a June bug type sound, but it's too early for June because June's not till next month and it's too cold for that. Because right now, according to weather.com, it's 64 degrees right now. Nope, Ian's not camping. He's in his room. He's on his Oculus right now. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but I see a lot of lights in his room. I'm the only one camping. Jenny's safely tucked in her bed, which I'll probably go in and tuck her in when I go to take some of my dishes in and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I don't like that stuff like that. That bugs the crap out of me. But, I mean, I don't mind bugs. I just don't like bugs, that land on my body that much. We got about 7 more minutes, folks. Then I'm going to be calling it a night. But that's, pretty much what I've got. If anybody has any questions, suggestions, and everything like that, otherwise I will not be on until Tuesday, my regular hours. Probably won't be back out here. I'll probably be back in the house. But it is, like I said, it's like 64 degrees and dropping. Nope, don't need a raccoon there. Nope. Now I do have a couple a box trap. Something's going on. I got fire trucks and police cars going nuts out here. And the dogs are going nuts too. Well, you said you've been getting a lot of rain lately there, Rob. Just hope they hold off on the flooding. I haven't really seen any bats yet, but doesn't mean we don't have any. I could have put on our back yard light, but I didn't want to, that much light pollution. It is actually kind of nice. I can't really see any stars yet, but it's a little hazy up there. But I'm sure they'll probably pop up soon. Oh, there's one right over there. We got one star. Let me see here. I'm going to feel like a little kid here real quick. Sorry. Got to use my cane. Let's see here. I got the moon straight above us. One star over that way, going to the west. I don't know if I see any others at the moment. It's pretty hazy. Oh, wow. Did it burn down? Like I said, I'm not trying to blind anybody, so I'm not trying to look at the light over here. I can't drop it down any lower either. Because I got to take my computer in. I've got to take my my lights in, my lighter, my dishes, some other things. Okay, just let me know what you find out. Daniel, I'm not sure if you caught what I said about what colors that I prefer. Red elm, rosewood, and mahogany. Those are I like those kind of colors. Especially in wood. If you have them, if you don't, I'm not picky other than that. Because I'm really happy with the micarta handle that I got on my Flissa knife that I got. It's like a greenish color, but I haven't had a decent handled wood knife in a while. Though my skinning knife is wood handled. That's about it. I guess my trade knife is wood handled, I guess. It's kind of dead. It's about time for me to call it. I've got 3 more minutes, folks, then I'm going to be done for the night. I'm going to be packing up, taking my computer inside and everything else so I can get everything set up for I can be camping out here. I'm going to put my blanket underneath my sleeping bag and get everything set up. I got to go in and get my pillows anyway. The pillows are for my knees, folks, more than anything else. But I'm hoping if everything goes well, I will be able to sleep the entire night without having to get cold. But as the last 2 minutes are coming up on here now, I'm going to say good night, be well. I love you guys all. I'm really glad you're here. I'm glad those who stayed with me the entire time. I will be here on Tuesday But I won't be out here, unfortunately. I will be back in the house. So like I said, be well, be safe. Love you guys. I really appreciate you. I will do my best to stay warm and dry. I'll keep you updated how this towel turned out. Night, everybody. I really appreciate you coming. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.